The most important factor to actually getting those results in so early is the fact that the legislature will allow us to start processing absentee ballots way in advance. Obviously, they were aware when COVID became an issue of the dramatic increase in absentee applications that were coming in. They knew full well that we were going to have an inordinate amount of absentee applications and ballots coming in, so they made allowances for us to be able to start processing absentee ballots very early on, which we did. Obviously, that turned out in our favor because we were still processing absentee ballots on the day of the election, but not to the extent that we could not get them done before 7 o'clock when the polls closed. Now that took weeks and weeks and weeks of, amazing amount of people working together, a lot of hours, where we processed somewhere around 60,000 incoming absentee ballots. Remember, we sent out 74,445, got back around 82% of those. So each and every day had to be almost completely dedicated to doing nothing but processing absentee ballots. And that meant that meant working weekends, working 12-hour days, and working very long hours processing those things. So yeah, we decided early on that we weren't going to be in a situation where on election day we had a mountain of absentees that came into in the mail, and it would delay election results a lot. So our goal was to start early, work hard, process everything that comes in for that day, and then we're caught up essentially for the next day. Now, we did have some days where there were tremendous amount of absentees that came in at once, and so once again we stayed, we got them done, and each and every day we followed kind of the same routine, so that on election day, if for some reason, or even the couple of days leading up to election day, we were to receive a mountain of them, we would have at least caught up from the stuff that we had already received.